Hello, my name is Steve Tarter, and I'm going to show you an application I've been working on using Spring Boot, TypeScript, and Mapbox. It's called RoadRunner. Given start and destination addresses, RoadRunner obtains point-to-point directions from Mapbox's Drive API and drives a simulated vehicle along that route. It also supports starting vehicles in what I call a crisscross pattern. This one is centered around the convention center in Fort Worth with vehicles starting 10 miles away and takes a route 20 miles away on the opposite side of town. This crisscross has 15 vehicles spaced equally around the center point, each driving independently. Let me show you the routes. Here you can see the route of each of the vehicles and their paths to get to the other side of town. Let's hide the routes again. One of the coolest features of RoadRunner is the ability to jump inside a vehicle and see the world through the driver's eyes, offering an immersive experience. Let me demonstrate. Now we're cruising over the map with terrain from the driver's perspective, giving a realistic feel of the journey. As we head down I-35 into downtown Fort Worth, you can see the buildings lining the route. And for what I think is even a richer experience, we can seamlessly switch to a satellite view. In this view, the roads are overlaid on the satellite imagery, giving you an unambiguous view of the route and the surrounding roads. As this vehicle continues heading downtown, let's switch things up and hop into another vehicle for a different perspective. This vehicle appears to be merging onto Airport Freeway, adjusting its speed based on the expected velocities from the Mapbox direction routing data. The directions don't include stop signs or stoplights, so the expected speed is slowed down to account for these delays. You'll notice it speeds up as it merges onto the highway. That satellite view looks better there. Now let's switch to a vehicle closer to downtown, where the skyline makes the scenery really come to life. All right, this guy seems to be going quickly. You can see Fort Worth starting to, its skyline beginning to take shape there in the distance, although it's obscured right now. The terrain here is a little uneven, and sometimes the vehicles appear to catch a little air. Around underpasses, things get interesting visually. While not perfect, this visualization tool handles these scenarios impressively well, I think. So you can see Fort Worth skyline starting to take shape there in the distance. Um, Let me pause the video here a bit to let things finish loading. Now the buildings are taking shape and filling in. And now over on the right, you can spot a few trees adding a nice touch of greenery. I'm not entirely sure why that specific area has trees, but it's a great detail. I just wish there were more of them. Now, Mapbox released this new version of its base map with features around 6 months ago. I think it's really impressive. On my GitHub site, you can find the repositories for the server, viewer, and Terraform orchestration for Minikube and Amazon EKS. The link's in the video description. I hope you enjoy this brief overview of the RoadRunner application. Stay tuned.